Hello and welcome in the next video on my channel. Today I will make a review of BambuLab P1S after 1000 hours of printing. I already made a review of BambuLab P1P, and since P1S is just slightly upgraded P1P, I will focus mostly on the differences between those two printers, so for full picture you can watch my P1P review as well. The numbers for P1S are generally the same as for P1P. The bolt volume is 255 times 255 times 255, 20k max acceleration, 500 mm per second top speed, direct drive extruder, and $499 price at the time of recording, what is $100 more than for P1P. Starting with advantages, or rather what got upgraded over P1P. P1S is fully enclosed with really nice metal panels on the back and sides and glass top and front doors. It's really well made enclosure and gives premium feeling. Another thing that was added in P1S is chamber fan with activated carbon filter. Not all enclosed printers have it, so it's a nice addition. Rest of the construction of the printer is the same as P1P, so it's same fast, it's printing in the same good quality. What is the result of changes is that now it's possible to print ABS, ASA, nylon and another materials that won't really work on opened printers. If you are printing mostly in ABS, I would still recommend printer with actively heated chamber, because the difference is big. But for printing ABS or ASA from time to time, P1S is definitely enough. Now few words about the disadvantages. It's basically same list as for P1P. Slow processor, outdated screen, poor quality camera and the noise. And here is the problem with P1S. It's enclosed printer, so it should be more silent than P1P. But it has the additional chamber fan, which is really loud. If you are printing PLA, you can turn it off and open the door, but then you are also ending up with the same noise level as P1P. I did not measure it with any app, but subjectively I didn't notice the P1S to be more silent than P1P. I also need to add here one small disadvantage that most people probably won't care about. Because of the enclosure, you have very limited options to look at the print. Front glass is quite dark, from the sides you won't see anything, so the only option is to look at the print is to open the front door or use the camera. As I really like watching the printing process, I prefer my P1P with transparent plexiglass. Now let's give the printer some points. I divided the score to 5 categories: print quality, first layer, user experience, features, and price. And in each category the printer can get maximum 10 points. So, print quality, 8 out of 10. It's exactly the same as for P1P, it usually produces flawless prints on default filament profiles. First layer, 8 out of 10. Again, same as for P1P. 95% of the time, the first layer is perfect. From time to time there is an issue and something goes wrong, but it's still good enough to just click print and leave the printer without controlling the first layer. User experience, 8 out of 10. Once again, same as for P1P. The printer is really easy to use with very intuitive interface and amazing ecosystem. I could give here half point more for nice metal and glass enclosure, what makes the printer look much better, but it's not really enough for higher score in whole category. Features, 7 out of 10. Here P1S gains 1 point more than P1P for having the enclosure and fine filtration system. Rest of the features are identical as for P1P. Finally, price, 7 out of 10. It's $100 more than P1P due to enclosure and active carbon filter, what in my opinion is justified. If you buy P1P and make enclosure yourself, It might become $50 cheaper, but it won't look as good. So at the end, $600 for P1S feels to be a fair price, looking at what this printer delivers. To sum it up, P1S is an easy recommendation and very capable all-rounder. It handles basic materials in excellent way, has the best ecosystem I've seen, in the same time being really reliable and quick. It will also handle well printing in more demanding materials like ABS or nylon, although it won't be as convenient as on printer with heated chamber. Adding to that the AMS system and fair price, we are getting probably one of the most universal printer on the market, which is easy to recommend to most of people. And I'm also signing under this recommendation, as there most likely won't be no regrets for buying P1S. That's all from me in this video. Please leave some feedback or suggestions in the comments about the review, since it's quite new channel and maybe I'm missing some relevant informations you would like to hear, or test the printer in some different aspects. Consider also leaving a like or subscription, because there will be more reviews coming. Thank you and see you in the next one.